Have you ever had one of those days where you just want to grab your chainsaw, go out in the woods, and thin out some overcrowded trees? Of course you have. What a silly question. Everybody has that, and look at the results. We're left with the healthy trees with space to grow, and a mess on the ground that I'm going to have to clean up. Fewer trees having to compete for limited water and resources. It's a wonderful thing. I don't know why everybody isn't doing this. I read an article the other day. It was about forest bathing. Have you heard of that? Forest bathing. I guess it's where people go out into the woods and bathe in the forestness of the forest. The article made it sound like this was some new thing. It was talking about the health benefits of forest bathing, relaxation and peace of mind, and all kinds of things I don't remember about health. They made it sound like this was some new thing, but I could have told them all that, and I think they're behind the times. Just going out in the woods and forest bathing, yeah, that's nice, I get it. There's definitely benefits to that, but that's not what the cool kids are doing these days. The cool kids are taking it to another level. They're not just forest bathing, they've taken things to the next level. And the benefits of that are like forest bathing times 100 or infinity. Just so you don't get left behind, I'm going to let you in on what we're doing. The health benefits of this are, I'm not a doctor so I can't say what they are, but okay, maybe not times infinity. I know infinity is not a finite number, therefore it cannot be multiplied. Yeah, but the point is a lot. What are we doing here anyway? We're taking out all the Douglas fir. We're taking out all the Douglas fir trees. Some of you might recognize this spot. This is where we cut those last, mostly dead Douglas fir trees, the ones we've been milling. Douglas fir trees have always been problematic in this spot, and lately they are just not doing well. With the drought and the overcrowding, the bugs are getting them. This spot is better suited for different trees. We're just taking the Doug fir out and thinning out a few other trees as we go. All of these are either too small or too crooked for the mill. Except that one. I could make some saw logs out of that. With all the dead and nearly dead trees I have, I really don't need the wood, but I want to get all these firs out of here at once. So when I come back and burn the slash, maybe this spring or when it dries out a little bit, I only have to do it once. Then this spot will be mostly finished. I do have some more oaks to thin out, but I'm going to wait for those because I can use those for mushroom logs. I'm leaving the healthy pines. The big ones anyway, they look good. They're doing moderately well. The madrones are doing well. These white oak do exceptionally well here. Black oak do decently. I left a few cedars, but I think I'm just going to take them. Cedar does okay here, but especially in a spot like that where it's really white oaky, might as well get rid of the cedars so the white oak can grow. White oak is the priority here. That gives that madrone more space. These white oaks are right next to it, gives them room to close up together eventually. Just don't need all those trees in the understory. There's still too many trees here. I am leaving some Douglas fir, like these ones here. These ones over here are big enough to be merchantable. They're big enough to make logs to sell to the commercial mills. They're right here next to the road where I can get to them easily to get them to the log truck. If they can resist the bugs until the price of logs is right again, then I'll sell these to the mill. I could mill them up myself, but with all the almost dead and dying trees, I got enough wood as it is. That big madrone would be happy to see them go. There's a lot of good merchantable timber in this spot that really needs to go. The Douglas fir anyway. Same thing behind this cedar. Those Douglas firs will be good to send to the mill, and the oaks around that will be very happy about it. The oaks are just better trees for this spot. I cut these small pines because they were in the understory of these oaks. They just don't need to be here. We got too many trees. I took out most of the conifers in this spot. I took out the cedar and the sugar pine because we just don't need them here. They're too close to the oaks and the big pine. We have plenty of seedlings around to take their place if we need them. I've been hearing a chainsaw off in the distance. It's probably somebody doing the same thing I am. They know, they're no dummy. People spend a ton of money on ways to relax. They go to health spas, get massages, yoga, meditation class. Some do drugs, alcohol, substances, NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, or go out in the woods and do forest bathing. Just flit around in the woods. I get it. I go out in the woods and flit around sometimes. But when you can take it to the next level and improve the forest, I'm telling you, dude and dudettes, that's where it's at. I mean, look at me. Look how relaxed I am. See? I'm sure there are some of you who are going to say, but I don't have any forest land to go out and improve. I can't just go out onto somebody's property or out onto government land and start cutting trees down. Well, first of all, it's kind of weird that you don't have any forest land, but you don't need to worry about that because I've got you covered. All you have to do is send me $30.99. Yeah, $30.99. Preferably unmarked bills. Yeah, $30.99. Anyone can afford that. I'm not really sure what that would do to help you improve the forest. I just think it would be really cool to have a whole bunch of people send me $30.99. Just imagine 100, no, 1,000,000 people sending me $30.99. That would be so awesome. I'd probably go out and get a massage because after doing this kind of work, a massage would be really nice. That'd be really relaxing. Let's keep going up this little gully thingy because this spot back here needs some serious thinning. There's just too many trees here. I girdled this madrone tree by cutting 2 rings around it. It's right next to a better oak, black oak. It's a good madrone tree, but the oak is overtopping it. It's crowding into this white oak. There are just too many trees here and we don't need this madrone here. With a lot of types of trees, when you girdle them, they'll die right away, but madrones will stay alive and just slowly die over a few years. Madrone is prime firewood, but I don't need firewood right now and I don't want to clean up the mess of this big tree, so I'll just leave this tree here. It can be standing here dead for years and still have good firewood in it. Then I can come back someday and cut the firewood out of it whenever I want it. Now that I girdled it, it'll slow down and eventually stop pulling water and nutrients out of the ground, which will help the other trees. I have just a few more trees to cut here, then that'll tie us in with where we left off with the Bob Ross video. Without those sickly looking Douglas fir pulling water out of the ground, maybe this madrone can thrive now. And the cedars around it, they do okay here. We got good oaks, we got some good pines. Most of the Douglas fir in there are merchantable. We'll save those for when we can sell the logs. There's more to do back there, but we'll get to that on another video. That's all for today. See ya.